You know that unfortunately, we human beings can adjust to any form and level of suffering until we die. I know a little joke about a farmer who trained his horse not to hit. It went really well. However, just when the horse really got the gist of it, he died. I assure you that we can spiral deeper and deeper into hell until we finally stop breathing just when we get the gist of it. This is basically the recipe of a well-known pseudo-scientific study from the 19th century on how to boil a frog. I'm sorry for the cruel example. I love animals, I really do. But listen to that. The study goes like this. If you throw a poor frog into a pot of boiling water, it will jump out of the pot in less than a millisecond. It wants to live, as you and I do. His not so sophisticated nervous system, compared to ours, does immediately recognize the danger. But if you put a frog in a pot full of lukewarm water and then slowly heat it, the frog will stay and stay and stay and adjust to the gradually increasing temperature of its environment getting hotter and hotter, and finally be boiled to death. We too can get used to anything, absolutely anything, and then we die. Therefore, the ability to snap out of hell begins with a mental decision, only a mental decision. Otherwise, you can continue and suffer a little bit more, and then a little bit more, and then you die, just when you start to get used to it. Maybe, right here, right now, in this very moment, when this current experience turned you from being fiercely smart to being wise at last, you'll choose to turn towards ease and start walking towards well-being, rather than moving towards further disease and physical deterioration, towards a deeper hell, towards loneliness, towards depression, towards suffering. Maybe you can mentally choose to turn here and now, because you are wise now, because you do not need to suffer any longer. Nothing will happen unless you make a conscious choice. No one will reach their hands to you and save you from your personal misery. You are your hell and your heaven too, taught Osho. No one can really dig you out of your hell. God helps those who help themselves, wrote the English politician Algernon Sidney in the 17th century, and many of us are even a little skeptical about the latter. You are God on earth. Help yourself. Yes, you've heard me. It all starts in making this conscious decision. Choosing heaven is a mental decision. Otherwise, we'll never get there and experience heaven. We will boil to death in our misery.